Thanks for joining us on this, the most holy of days, the birth of our Savior, Connor McDavid.
Yes, of course. Is it too early to start drinking?
Nope. Locke's a little hungover today, and he's eyeing up a beer that's in the work fridge.
Well, best way to cure hangovers is to get back in the saddle.
Yeah, trust me. We have a number of alcoholic friends, and that's usually their suggestion. Yeah. We'll just start drinking again. It's 9.
My favorite one, really quickly, was in Slash's autobiography. He talked about his cure for a hangover was just leaving a Jack and Coke on his end table so that when he woke up, he would just slug it back. And I was just like, wow, that is a level of degeneracy that I can't even imagine.
Well, he has a pacemaker in his heart now, though.
He's 50.
We'll start with Jack Michaels. Are you okay with the replacement of Kevin Quinn?
You know what? I like Jack a lot. I've always liked Jack. I like the way he calls games. I like how excited he gets. I like the way he yells. I think it's fun. I got a chance to interview him earlier in the off-season on the Real Life podcast, and listening to his story about just grinding his way through basically every sport he could announce up until he got the opportunity at the NHL was pretty cool. So to have him even go from he was doing announcing in Alaska for years, to have him end up on the regional broadcast for the Oilers is a pretty cool story. And you know what? I think it's going to be different. Kevin Quinn's been around for a long, long time, and his voice is kind of synonymous with Oilers broadcast. But
I'm excited about it.
I'm curious to see what Jack can do. I'm really excited about it because, like I said, I like his calls on the radio, so I can't imagine I wouldn't on TV.
I'm happy about this. Mm-hmm. I think he'll bring a level of energy that Kevin, and not that Kevin wasn't good. It's just there'll be a level of energy from Jack that Kevin didn't provide. We talked about this yesterday, and Stauffer came up because I think they're giving him something.
He's going to be in the intermissions, I think.
What is he? Is he replacing
Drew Remenda, I think.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the main team is going to be Jack and Louis DeBrusque, which I really like. And then I think Stauffer is doing some intermission stuff.
And they didn't get rid of Mr. Punster there, Gene Principe.
People love
the puns.
People love Gene.
Maybe Stoff does what Speck was doing.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, they're saying it's an intermission thing.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Well, I guess we'll see tonight.
Yeah, obviously.
It's fun to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you, when you talked to Jack, did the Bob Stauffer and because you got a bit of a rivalry going with Bob? He takes shots at you on his show every once in a while.
No, that never came up. Although I wish it did now in hindsight.
Yeah.
We hammer.
One day, me and Stauffer are going to be friends. You'll see.
we'll be waiting for that day.
Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about that one.
Not Oilers, but Hammer was texting in about. Do you know anything about the Dallas Stars? What's going on there?
That their entire team has COVID, essentially.
It's crazy, hey?
Yeah, 17 players tested positive on the Dallas Stars, so yeah, not great. Whoopsies. So we'll see how... what's going to be really interesting this season is because if you followed any of the other major sports, baseball, football, they all had to reschedule games in one way or another for one reason or another, and it's going to be really interesting to see how the NHL does that, because we already have the Dallas Stars getting their season pushed back. Mm-hmm. Those games got to go somewhere, and I wonder how many times throughout the year this is going to happen where, like in baseball in the summer, it happened often, and same within football. So I'm really interested to see how this works, because for a league like the NFL, they only generally play one game a week. So there's space to, try and cram something in there.
And baseball, they could play back-to-back. They were doing double headers.
Right, and then with NHL, the season is already so compressed, 3-4 games a week. It's going to be interesting to see how they navigate this. I assume there's a plan, but,
I bet you they just start digging into the roster, right? I bet you there'll be pressure on Dallas. They'll put deadlines on them.
Well, they're all going to be... they're all going to be... what's the word I'm looking for? Like, they're not going to be able to get COVID later in the season. Their whole team's already had it.
That's fair. But, I mean, for now, I think the league will be putting pressure on Dallas and phoning them up, going, fill some seats, like, put players in there. You've got guys in the minors, bring them up, right? So it'll decimate those leagues, too, if it gets out of hand.
Well, sure, exactly. Like even in the NFL, there was that one game where they had the Denver Broncos didn't even have a quarterback. So like, who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be really weird to see. It's going to be interesting to see. There's going to be so many questions that are going to be answered over the next 141 days that it's going to be a wild ride. I think there's going to be a lot of strange movement with teams and COVID and just rescheduling and everything in between. So I'm looking forward to watching it. It's going to be as like somebody who appreciates the chaos of it all and just the strangeness of it all. That's going to add another layer to the story.
Do the Oilers have a third goalie yet? Because their goalie got claimed on waivers, right?
Carolina loves stealing our fun. First of all, it's really annoying that I haven't forgotten 2006. Don't you dare think I have. And then yesterday, they steal our third string goalie. Like, well, what's going on? Rude and uncalled for.
Yeah, that Forsberg guy.
Get the duct tape pads out, buddy.
I'll suit up.
Yeah,
I believe in you.
We might need you.
Dude, yoga, I can bend.
Yeah, you're getting a little stretch here. We should finish up on a food drive that you have happening right now for the Edmonton Food Bank. You've tied in. You're trying to phase out the nightly beets eating thing that you were doing over the last couple of years, and you've sort of morphed it into something else, and for a good cause.
Well, yeah, or I morphed it into something way worse for a good cause. I haven't really decided yet because I haven't started. So long story short, I want to cut the beet casts out, but people liked it. They liked the shtick of it, and I didn't want to do it anymore. So we came up with a different angle where now people, if they want to participate, they can tell me to eat a can of whatever after a loss. So far, I've had sardines come in. So far, I've had oysters come in. I've had Christmas dinner in a can come in. But if you want me to do it, the catch is that you have to make a donation to the Edmonton Food Bank, and you have to send me a screenshot. So I had a goal, like a very modest, small goal of $1,000 throughout the entire season, and I already hit $600 in a matter of hours.
Nice work,
yesterday.
buddy.
So
nice work.
And powdered milk.
Yes, is why. I mean,
so it has to be a can of something? Okay.
Yeah, a can of something like human food. It can't be like people are like, what if I send you dog food? I'm like, I'm going to eat it. So human food. I don't want to die. Like,
some canned dog food is actually not bad.
Stop it, Jimmy.
Yeah, we don't need to get into your fetish, Jimmy.
All right, Baggedmilk. Go Oilers, go!
Yeah.
All right.
Go Oilers.
You can crack a beverage now.
Thank you.